Hello everyone and welcome back to Elite Season 8 featuring Toki for the NES. I am Hans Buttface. Tonight we will continue our coverage. This is week 2 and this is the Cesspool show. We will feature both races in the Cesspool League tonight. And let's jump right into the action because these players are not that good and take twice as long to finish the game as anybody else. Tonight we'll start with the action in Group Donkey Kong. BT's is leading the division at 1-0. The Jackamus Wedge versus Just a Man 1-1-4 match. If you are an Elite Inner Circle Ultra Hype Club member, you can watch that race on demand. Everyone else will have to wait a couple weeks before we see that race. But tonight we'll have Jackamus Wedge versus Zeb Gedney and BT's versus Just a Man 1-1-4. And on commentary is Big Reginald Esports Jackson. Hello everyone and welcome back to Elite Toki Action. I am Reginald Esports Jackson. And we are about to begin our Group Donkey Kong race. That will be BT's versus Just a Man 114. And Jackamus Wedge versus Zeb Gedney. And they are off here. They are on stage 1. Place your bets who's going to die first. Looks like BT's is in the lead, followed by Justin Man, then Jackamus Wedge, and Zeb Gedney rounding the field. Going into the backstretch, it's BT's, followed by Just a Man, Jackamus Wedge, Zeb Gedney, Jackamus Wedge on the outside, making some ground, but BT's is pulling ahead, followed by Just a Man, and then Zeb Gedney trailing the field. He does die first. If you had him picked, you are the winner. Going around turn 3 here, it's still BT's in the lead. Well, Just a Man pulls ahead by a nose. They go back for the football helmet, and it is neck and neck, and down the stretch they come. It is Just a Man and BT's, Just a Man, BT's, Just a Man, BT's. See what happens here is too close to call. Oh man, who is mashing the best? Oh, it is a photo finish. Meanwhile, Jackamus Wedge and Zeb Gedney take a pair of deaths. Both players on the top have 4 lives. Both players on the bottom have 0 lives. Bah! Got a pair of boss fights on the bottom. Oh, there's our first game over. It's Jackamus Wedge. He's going to be starting again. Looks like Zeb Gedney got a extra life somewhere. It might have been a point-based extra life. Jackamus Wedge having problems with the first boss, while BT's and Just a Man 114 are in the dunk tank. See if Just a Man can get that football helmet. He does lose it. It has despawned. And he does take a death diving for it. Jacques Cousteau 114. BT's has beat the mini-boss, and he is on the way. Just a Man gets his helmet that time. Jackamus Wedge not going for the clip. See what Zeb Gedney is going to do here. That was a pretty fast fight for Just a Man. Boss time for BT's. 1 heart left. He has to be careful. And he gets the boss. See what kind of power-ups he gets. Well, at least a heart container. And a heart refill. Just a Man's turn on the boss. Bounces the first time. A few times. Excuse me, I am so excited. I forget what verbs and nouns are. Just a Man picks up every item but the one in the center, and he gets it. A little slower stage clear there. BT's is pulling a little bit more ahead, as Zebgedni is on the boss. Another death there for Jackamus Wedge. Now, Jack and Just a Man had to make up their race from week 1. It has been completed. So if you do not want to hear the results of the race, which we might be seeing next week, or it might be exclusive YouTube content, I don't know. I am not in charge of this. Please mute your TV right now, and then we will announce the winner of the race, and then you can unmute your TV and be spoiler-free. I actually don't know who won that race because I was not privy to see it, but I'm sure somebody will remind people who won the race. You can unmute your TV now. BT's is on the second Raven, and Just a Man dies on the way there. Has to wait an extra cycle for this platform. He's perfectly in sync with that one. BT's is on the second half of the stage. Stage clear there for Jackamus Wedge. Takes his time with that platform. Zebgedni is closing the distance here. On Just a Man at least. But remember, the top 2 race each other and the bottom 2 are racing each other. That is how the 4-way action works here in this esports tournament, the Elite Season 8. I am Original Esports Jackson, and we are in Group Donkey Kong right now. Six minutes into the race, and BT's is leading Just a Man 114, and Zebgedni is in the lead against Jackamus Wedge. Oh, 3 or 4 players, if you want to really call them players, are all in the same group, Group Donkey Kong. And I was going to say the same stage, but I forgot and got tongue-tied. Boss time for BT's. Jackamus Wedge takes a death, but he'll be enemy-free when he dives down here. As long as he doesn't jump back into that lava again. BT's is going to be on his way to Stage 4, the Ice Palace. Just a Man takes care of the California Raisin, and he'll be hearing it through the grapevine, or something. There's a joke there somewhere, but I am not that quick on my feet. Between this race and the next race, I will consult Google and get a list of California Raisin puns. But hopefully Armageddon time is not going to beat me to the punch, or I'll be real pruned about it. Alright, Jackamus Wedge and Zebgedni are finishing up this area. Death there by BT's, but as you know from watching all these races, that is an intentional death. And he skips to the next checkpoint. Does not look like Just a Man set that up. He's going to be going a long way. This might be one of the few times we see it this season. And there it is, the long way. And he takes a death. That will extend the lead for BT's. Zebgedni is going to be the third player to make it to the Ice Palace. And we see BT's here making it to the boss. Not a tough task for him, ha! Say that 3 times fast. I couldn't even say it once. But he's on to the jungle now. Justin Man is on the same boss as he just fought. BT's, that is. Simultaneous boss kills there, one stage apart, for Justin Man and Jackamus Wedge, whose names both began with J. See, Zeb Gedney there set up the intentional, the skip. He's got too much health there, and he's got no lives, so he can't really utilize it. But he does avoid the fish. Let's see if he can avoid the random bullet there. So far, so good. Down to his last heart. Oh, and he gets hit from above. Coconut to the noggin. And he'll be starting over, losing his heart container. Meanwhile, BT's and Justin Man are going to be getting their inner Eddie Van Halen on. Might as well jump. That was a song back in like the 80s. And yeah, people liked it. I think a lot of people roller skated to it as well. The four-wheel roller skates, not the inline roller skates. But BT's is making quick work of the ascension here. See how he handles this vine with the added jump. Oh, he does it. Justin Man doesn't quite make it to the top, though. And he'll be starting over. BT's makes it to the boss first of stage 5. One more stage left after this. He has 2 hearts left, but that will be no problem. There goes the boss. And a quick grab of all the items, and he'll be the first person on the final stage. And he makes it there at 11:15. This is Group Donkey Kong for Elite Season 8. The game is Toki, and I am Reginald E. Sports Jackson. Glad you can join us tonight. Justin Man's going to be rolling into stage 6 right now. But he's going to need BT's to falter if he's going to get the victory. We'll see what happens. Both players on the bottom are on stage 5, the jungle. Let's see if BT's can make his jumps here. So far, so good. He grabs the 1-up. He has 2 hearts out of 4. Justin Man has all 4. Justin Man can arrive at the boss with full hearts. He might be able to tank it and quickly kill it before BT's can. Let's see. He is a little bit far behind, though. Looks like BT's is going to roll with the 2 hearts. See how well this works. 13 minutes in the race. This is Reginald E. Sports Jackson. And we are on the final boss in the BT's versus Justin Man race. Charge shot for BT's. He gets a nice steady rhythm there. Gets into the second form. Charge shot wore out. He's going to have the regular level 1 beam. Just a Man is still rocking the 4 hearts and picks up his power-up. See if he can sneak in there and get that win. It's about 25 shots left here for BTs. This is exciting stuff. BTs has to take it slow with a weaker weapon. Just a Man can get in there. Let's see what happens. Just a Man gets a hit before he gets in there. He has 2 hearts left. Oh, he has to back out. No. 1 heart left for both people. What is going to happen? I don't know. Oh, there's a death from Justin Man. Oh, man. Oh, he was so close to stealing this one, too. And Jackamus Wedge is gaming over. This isn't Toki, this is the massacre. The BTs does pull it out, though. 14-29, congratulations to him. Oh, man, that was exciting. Gotta get it together here because there's still other people racing. See what Justin Man does this time. Oh, man. Simultaneous boss action on the bottom. And Justin Man takes another death. Oh, man. Is Zeb Gedney going to beat Justin Man to the end of the game? And they are not racing each other. BTs has beat Justin Man 1-1-4. BTs is moving on to 2-0. And this will be Justin Man's second recorded finish as well. All players have played one game before this. But the result of Jackamus Wedge and Justin Man 1-1-4 has been concealed. This is the third attempt for Justin Man. Meanwhile, Jack and Zeb are making their way through the Golden Palace. Zeb Gedney over the knob first, but Jackamus Wedge is close behind. This is a closer race than we thought it was a couple stages ago. See if Justin Man on his last life for this credit has learned any lessons whatsoever. Does not appear so. Yep. There's a game over, and there goes his extra heart container. So he goes from 4 to 2. Meanwhile, Jackamus Wedge is also going down to the 2 heart containers if he had any extra. I did not catch it. I am still trying to catch my breath over that finish of the BT's Justin Man race. But for every death Justin Man has right now, and it has been 3 of them, that finish is going from very close to a blowout. Tri-cart's happening right now. All 3 players are on a cart. Jackamus Wedge was facing backwards for a little period of time. It doesn't matter which direction you face, the cart will always go left or right on your radio. Here we go, attempt number 4 for Justin Man. Nice cart-to-cart transition from Zeb. Takes a bop right there. He's down to 1 heart, and he dies again. 4 was not the lucky number. Let's see if he can go with 5. Meanwhile, Zeb Gedney is going to beat him to the boss right now and actually could come from behind here, even though the results don't count. The bragging rights are there. They are all in the same group. And time does matter for tiebreakers. This might be the worst collapse in esports history. He doesn't even get to the boss that time. This is captivating stuff. Jackamus Wedge does get to the final boss and dies before he can do anything with it. $18 hits left here for Zeb Gedney. We've heard of rhythm squats. Those are rhythm shots. For Just Man 114. I gotta see what Bent Glass Tube thinks about that. And then showing off the fact that you can scroll back to back left in this game, unlike Super Mario Brothers. And you can also jump into the pit and start over. He did not like the fact that he was on 1 heart, I believe. Jackamus has died as well, and he has no lives left. Just a Man dies again, and Zeb Gedney ends the marathon and finishes second here, wins his race against Jackamus Wedge, goes to 1-1 with a time of 19:09. Imagine being able to win this game with a time of 19 minutes. Ah, boy. But this has to be deflating for Justin Man. He got to the boss so far ahead of Zeb Gedney that he has to be worried about his next week's race against Zeb Gedney. And this probably has to help the confidence of Zeb Gedney as well, because he doesn't do anything right when he plays video games. I called his race last week, and he was terrible. All right, 2 players on the final boss. Jackamus Wedge does die. 1 more life left. He has at least 1 more continue, though. I'm pretty sure. 1 more heart left here for Justin Man. We have 18 points of damage. This is where he faltered before. Staying pretty far away and hitting 1 to 2 shots every cycle. He has to find the way to get in there if he wants to do it. The longer he's left alive, the more chance he has of jumping into the hand or the head. Final 6 shots. Oh, nice duck. Two more shots in. There he goes. Justin Man finally is able to beat the end boss and finishes in second place, a time of 20 minutes and 50 seconds. That is almost 2 full runs from Nirm. But none of these 4 people are good in any game, as Nirm is. Alright, and here is Jackamus Wedge. Quite possibly his last continue. At 21 minutes and 33 seconds, he's going to take the long walk to the boss. I am Reginald Esports Jackson, and this is the Cesspool races for Elite Season 8. Jack jumps a couple of the boomerangs there. And he's trying to pepper in some shots. Somebody should have told him there were no pepper games allowed. All right, he's getting a few shots in every cycle. Jumps into the hand. And then the head stabs him with the unicorn horn. That is really weird to say. Unicorn horn. Because horn is in there twice. And then there's una, which means 1. So it's implied that you get hit with the only one. But man, I am still drained from that finish. What a finish. They finished 6 minutes apart. And Justin Man was in a position to steal that race. That's got to hurt. That's got to be like picking the Red Sox in a survivor pool and then them getting swept. I don't even know what that means. I was told to say that by the producer. I'm not a big sports fan. I'm a big esports fan. Video games are my passion. And it seems like Jackamus Wedge's passion is getting killed by the final boss. You know, I got stopped on the street the other day, and someone's like, "Hey, Big Reg, if you were playing this game, how well do you think you would do?" And I was like, "I do pretty well, I think, you know. Thank you for asking." All right, last life on this continue. This might be his last continue. This might be his last try. He has the power up, but he grabbed it too early. It's going to run out. But at least he'll be able to use it here on the first stage, or first phase. Avoids the head. See if we can avoid the hand. Hand pulled up short. He's going to sprinkle in some shots here when he can. He was able to jump over the hand that time when the hand went to the corner of the screen. It's kind of like Dark Link. If you're fighting Dark Link and Dark Link wants to get up in your grill and jump at you. He's got to be careful. Last heart left here. He did get a free life. I believe that was a point-based free life. I thought it was 25,000 points, but maybe it was only 20,000 points. So that might save him here. He might get another chance if he can't do it now. There's only 9 shots left. 7 shots left. 5. 2 more shots left. He did it. Way to go, Jackamus Wedge. Way to lose this race at 25 minutes and 31 seconds, but you finished. Nah. You do get a Melvin hat, though. Sorry about that. But there you have it. That was Group Donkey Kong. BT's beats Just a Man 114, 1429 to 2050. And then Zeb Gedney beat Jackamus Wedge 1909 to 2531. I am Reginald E. Sports Jackson. Let's go back to Hans Buttface in the studio. This group is wide open, and by wide open, I mean anybody who puts in practice for more than 2 minutes could take the number 2 spot and advance to the bracket round. BT's has pulled ahead with a record of 2-0, but that Justin Man Jackamus Wedge match may cause some problems for Zeb Gedney. But for now, we'll move on to Group Donkey Kong 3. Zyrak and Dig Shake are leading the field here. Remember, Dig Shake won with a time of 19 minutes and 11 seconds. Can he win with an even slower time? Let's find out with Dark Magician 1184 and Bent Glass Tube.
Welcome to the Cesspool race, the Elite Season 8. I'm Dark Magician. I'm joined with Pishu. What's going on, BGT?
Not too much. This is the Pursuit group, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy is. Super Buster Bro or something. I don't know. But
Does Bustin make him feel good?
Bustin always feels good. Did you ever see that new movie? The new remake with it? Of that movie, I guess?
Of Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
I did not.
I have not either.
I don't like new movies. I haven't seen a new movie in a very long time, other than the new Star Wars, which were all disappointing.
I saw the first of the new Star Wars, the whatever, Force Awakens.
Yeah, that one.
And I thought it was okay, but I mean, I wasn't that excited to see anything else. I started watching Rogue One and fell asleep, and started watching Rogue One and fell asleep, and I mean, there's a cycle there.
Yeah, Rogue One was okay, I guess. I don't know.
I know everybody was giving it a lot of hype because apparently Darth Vader makes a cameo or something.
I don't even remember. They're on a tropical island, and that's weird. Like, that's a weird place for the Empire to have a base, I think. So the Alan Heffley is really living up to his true form here. Still hasn't made it past the butterfly platform.
I mean, you say that, but look at Dig Jake.
He's slightly ahead.
I mean, look at Puke.
I guess
mean, we're all
we don't
hanging out.
call
These
it
guys
Cesspool
are-
for nothing.
Exactly. These guys are definitely cesspool material. Except for Zyrax. I don't know how he ended up down here. I guess he was relegated last season.
Right? Was he
Pardon?
relegated? I don't remember.
Nobody's new that I know of.
Well, but like, you know, all the people that were new last season, only 2 of them got out of the cesspool. But yeah, what is Alan even doing?
No, the real
Game
question
over?
is Puke got the perfect butterfly and then shot him and killed him to go around the outside.
Yeah, it's like he's never played the game before. Maybe, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But yeah,
This is week
Zyrax
2.
is like, I don't know. He's like a normal player there. Maybe he'll make it his way out of the cesspool this season.
I expect so. Then
Big
again,
Shake's just doing laps, you know, working out. Michael Phelps and it over here. Maybe he's not aware you can actually shoot those fish. Yeah, this is entertaining. This is like the purest form of entertainment. Watching these guys
Sounds coming up.
speedrun this game,
Sounds
I
coming up
guess,
to
if
the,
you want to call it that.
the voodoo boss finally, and never mind.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You know, I like the first time I played this game, I hadn't really watched anything about it. But beyond that, like if you're gonna be in a tournament for a thing, you'd think you'd spend a little time, you know, learning how the game works.
Yeah, I like to play every game all the way through casually first, and then look things up afterwards. So that's what I do with this game.
Yeah, it depends on the game for me. Like, you know, for this game, yeah, it's fine because it's an easy enough game to get through casually. But like Kid Icarus, no thanks. That's just not a casual game.
Yeah, I tried that one. That was impossible.
But yeah, onto topics that aren't related to speedrunning games. 'Cause this is the cesspool, and I don't know why we're talking about that at all. What's your favorite music in this game?
I know the popular choice is going to be cart music, and I will say when we first started playing this, it was enjoyable, but much like music that gets overplayed on the radio, it really has lost its charm.
Yeah, I find especially like before you are good at the carts and you end up like missing jumps a lot and have to hear the music over and over, then it can really grate on the old hear holes.
I think I'm personally a fan of the boss fights. It's good music. Isn't all the other music the same?
Is it? I thought there were two different level musics. I couldn't even tell you, to be honest.
I don't know. I usually have my TV on mute. What about
Yeah,
you?
there's not really audio cues in this game, so.
What
don't
about you?
need to have
What's your music?
Oh, mine's cart music for sure.
So
Any music in a game where you can do a rhythm-based action while doing the run is my favorite automatically. Ever since the rhythm punches in roller games, like that's just my go-to thing, you know?
rhythm punches. That's quite something to be into. I assume that's like donkey punches, but with a beat to it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be a donkey either, you know. Any kind of rhythmic punching.
Well, I mean, like Donkey Kong. He's not a donkey.
That's true. He's a monkey. I wonder why Toki's name doesn't have donkey in it.
Or Kong.
Where do you
'Cause
think
there's-
they came up with that name, Donkey Kong? Like,
I assume that they stole the Kong part from King Kong.
yeah, that part seems reasonable, but donkey, like, what's that about?
Donkeys aren't monkeys. I don't know. I honestly have no clue. The whole Donkey crew, or Kong crew, whatever they're called.
Yeah, you
Because
got,
who?
like, Diddy?
Yeah,
Diddy is the little one, and then like who else is there?
There's
There's a
Dixie.
lady one. Dixie?
yeah, Dixie. There's Funky. He's the guy who runs the airships.
Oh,
There's Cranky, I think is the old guy's name.
is it Cranky with a K though? Like, well, with two Ks?
I don't know. I think it's a C because he runs something that probably starts with the same sound and they didn't want KKK.
Ah, yeah, that's fair.
You know, Krusty's comeback special.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's Baby? No, Kitty Kong.
Who's that? I'm not even familiar with that character.
In Donkey Kong 3, he's a big old fat little donkey. Or monkey.
Can't even keep straight what kind of animal they are because of the naming.
But yeah, he's a boy and he's really chunky and he's the main character in Donkey Kong 3, him and Dixie. And they're out to save Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong, I guess.
Save them from Pashoo.
Yeah, it'd be Donkey Kong Country 3. I think you can be cranky in that game too. And that game's just all over the place of what you can do. Oh, there's Candy Kong.
Candy Kong. Nice.
Yeah, Candy
She
Kong.
a stripper?
Oh man. She's like in Zelda 2 where you save your life by visiting Candy.
Oh. I see.
I'm probably missing one and chat's probably going crazy with naming another Kong, but
Yeah, chat, name all your favorite Kongs. Use Kong emotes too if you have them, I guess. Is that a thing? Probably it is, right?
use your Pog chimps.
I believe we call them Poggers now.
Sure.
You know, I gotta stay hip with the times.
So speaking of Donkey Kong and thus King Kong, what was your favorite kind of monster movie growing up?
I really liked Godzilla. Like that's it was just such a silly thing. The big monsters smashing up buildings and everything.
So you're talking like the classic Japanese, not the
Oh, yeah.
1995 or whatever
no,
remake
the 95 one was garbage.
with the rock music cover band all the time.
Ugh. That was like one of the first times I went to see a movie in the theater and was disappointed.
Not Phantom Menace. That wasn't your first time. I guess
Well,
this
that
would have
was-
been first.
Yeah, that was I certainly that happened again for Phantom Menace, but no, it was. I think that's the first one I can remember, like going to the theater and being like, "Wow, that sucks."
Yeah, because we used to watch those on TV all the time, the black and white.
Yeah, and they were great. They were just I don't know, they were campy and silly and like nothing mattered.
So
But
then,
then,
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. Apparently, they've made 3 Cloverfield movies.
Oh,
It's a
man,
whole trilogy.
That's unbelievable.
It is.
Why
especially
did
if you
someone
see the
give them
first
money
one.
to make a second one?
They were direct to DVD or VHS or I don't know. Betamax.
Just a cassette tape. Just sound like you don't see anything in the movie anyway.
That's a fair point. But yeah, there's a whole trilogy. Just like there's a trilogy for that M. Night Shyamalan movie, the one with Bruce Willis.
There's a trilogy of Sixth Sense.
No, the other one.
I
Or
didn't
he's
know
like a
he-
superhero or something.
Unbreakable.
Yeah. They've made a trilogy of
realize-
that one too.
I didn't realize there was a second one.
So it's Unbreakable, and then like Mr. Glass, which is Samuel L. Jackson's character.
Spoilers.
And then there's another one. I don't remember what that one is.
Is the last
Broken.
one Signs?
No. God, that movie was so bad.
Terrible.
Okay, so which one's worse? Killing aliens by pouring water on them, or killing aliens by bacteria, which is how War of the Worlds ends.
Oh, I never saw the War of the Worlds movie.
Tom Cruise. I think it was Tom Cruise.
I'm vaguely familiar with like the radio broadcasts, the original War of the Worlds thing,
Yeah.
but I never saw the movie. I don't know. I think water's worse. Like, you know, especially because it's set somewhere where there's lots of cornfields, and in summer, judging by the height of the corn, so it's got to be humid as shit there. Like, how are they surviving the huge humidity, but then water poured on them is too much?
Why would they come to a planet that's 75% water?
The whole thing is just nonsense.
Most of the movies are, though. Like The Village.
I never saw that one.
Oh man, I walked out on that one. When they did the reveal of the twist.
Yeah, I don't even like know what the twist is. Wasn't it's like the thing that's supposed to be scary is really not or something? I don't know.
So the beginning of the movie was okay. It was about like a Amish village in the 1800s, or so you were made to believe. And then nobody's allowed to leave the town because there's monsters that live in the forest. But it ended up like this. Spoiler alert! But this movie's like 20 years old now, so get over it. It ended up that it was set in modern day, and they didn't want any of their kids to experience modern day. So they pretended like it was still the year 1800 or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
And so the parents were dressing up as a scary creature and like actually killing people to prevent people from leaving town.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. And the very end of the movie is the two kids sneak out and jump a fence and catch a ride in a car.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh look, we're getting up to cart music.
Yeah, we heard once cart music from Zyrak. It was
Yeah.
enjoyable. I didn't want to interrupt your your recanting of M. Night
Sorry.
Shyamalan's masterpiece, but I enjoyed the cart music.
Oh, we get more cart music. It's okay.
Nice.
right, I'll be quiet for this one. Let's
All right, yeah.
jam it.
Ooh, that's the good stuff right there. No rhythm squats though. That's disappointing. Looks like Dick Shake. We got double cart music.
Oh, we
Can
got some
life get
squats.
better?
We got squats. Both sides.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna need new pants after this race. Puke's on his way there too. Like it's possible we could get triple.
Will we get quadruple though?
I hope so.
I like how this season's like the opposite of last season, where last season it was all like the boss fights took forever, and this season's like none of the boss fights take very long at all.
Yeah, I guess before I knew how to like quickly kill the last boss, that fight could really drag on.
Yeah, like what Zyrak's doing now.
Yeah, I missed it. What happened? Did he get the early fire or something?
I don't know. I think he just bailed from damage boosting, but like getting these shots to sneak in there,
Yeah, it takes.
and they only do 1 damage, and
We got double boss fights and single cart music now, so unfortunately we didn't get the dream of triple cart music, but I'll take one. One is nice.
Apparently-
Cyrac finishes it off.
apparently he's in the jungle. I thought he was farther along. Can we get an exclamation point jungle in chat, please? I assumed the elephant lived in the jungle, but
No, the elephant is the boss of the ice level because elephants live in cold places.
do they?
Well, ones that are made of jade or whatever he's made of, I guess, do.
Would that be like the Himalayas?
I don't think elephants do well with mountains, but I don't know. I'm not an elephant connoisseur.
Didn't Alexander the Great use elephants to traverse the Himalayas?
Maybe. Seems like you're the expert on that.
He was Alexander the Great.
Man, this cart music is so good.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll never get the quadruple with Alan not making it to cart music. He still had 2 credits left and throws in the towel. Guess he his little legs got tired of spinning the hamster wheel, you know?
Miss the hamster wheel.
That was good times.
I like how the cart music plays all the way until you get to the very final boss too.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's weird because if you go to the first cart place and then take a death later, you don't have the cart music from the middle section. Like, it goes back to normal level music.
Until you touch the cart again, yeah.
Yeah. But like getting off the cart doesn't stop the cart music. It's interesting that they were like, nope, cart music. Once you get there, that's it.
Yeah, Dig has dug himself a hole. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I think Dig was probably has the highest time that won a race so far. I think we'll have to ask Mew Mew, our record keeper for the Elite Tournament. But Puke with the 18-minute win, that's impressive.
The one plus of Dig Shake failing so many times is we get to hear this cart music again.
Yeah, it's just so much. I'm overwhelmed with joy.
I'm glad this is the audio we get to listen to too. See, this is my music that I like.
Yeah, this one, I don't know. I kind of wish it was a little longer. It's a bit of short, this one. But at least it's not like, some games where they have a 10-second loop that plays for the entire game, never changing.
So apparently the music for Super Mario World is text-based. Like, it's written in text in a Notepad++ is the best way to write the music in a NES game or SNES game.
Interesting.
I don't know why it does that, but like you have to import a .txt.
Huh. This is for some tool to like edit the music in Super Mario World?
Yeah, in Lunar Magic.
That's crazy. Is that like peculiar to Super Mario World, or is that something
I don't know.
That's
like... I might not even be on base because that's just what I've gathered from when I was listening to somebody talking about ROM hacking.
Unfortunately for Dig Shake, he gets the game over. But fortunately for us, more cart music.
Yeah, the real downside here is he game overed, so he lost all his hearts, which is dumb.
Yeah, and someone could increase the counter for how many times that mechanic has been explained so far today and so far this tournament. I
wonder
like
what
to see
happened.
Dig Shake sticking with it though, not throwing in the towel. He's trying to get that time, stay out of that DNF zone.
It'll put him ahead of Allen because I think that's one of the tiebreakers. Number of races that you actually complete.
Yes, it is.
I think it's actually more important of a tiebreaker than your average time.
Yes, it is. Dig Shake trying to get those charged up shots, but he runs out of the power up.
So does it do extra damage when it actually is charged? I've never paid attention.
Yeah, I think it does 7 damage a fully charged shot. Of course, on this boss, it's a little tough because he has the skull and hand that block your shots.
And the floating rib cage and
The rib cage actually is just for looks. It doesn't hurt you and it doesn't block your shots or anything.
is he wearing a wrestling title belt?
Is he?
Is that what that is around his waist?
It does kind of look like it. Yeah. I think he is. Yeah, you nailed it. Speaking of nailing things, Dig Shake puts the nail in the coffin of the final boss, earns his Melvin hat.
Speaking of nailing things,
Yeah, that segue didn't quite go as well as I thought it was gonna.
here's where the real magic is.
Oh,
Oh, here's the text right here. Been on screen for the entire time.
oh, the one about monkey time.
Yeah. You are certainly ready to fight through your life as a human being,
I like
making
that
the best of your experience.
as the human being. Like that's that's not the right article there, but
Second
oh
quest.
well. Second quest. Well, I think that's gonna do it for us, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we kept people long enough with Dig Shake coming in with a 2205.
And plenty of cart music. But yeah, we'll send it back to Hans in the studio. I've been BGT.
And I'm Dark Magician.
Pshoo!
With that win over Dig Shake, Puke 7 puts himself in a driver's seat to make the bracket round via the head-to-head tiebreaker. If somehow Zyrak, Puke 7, and Dig Shake all tie at the top of the table, then that forfeit Puke 7 had in week 1 will be detrimental to his bracket dreams. As a reminder, if you missed any part of this week's mediocre action, you can catch a replay of this episode Sunday at 8 p.m. before the new episode of Elite Season 8, Sunday at 9 p.m., which will feature the races from the Bowl and the Upper Deck League. I'd like to thank you for watching. I am Hans Buttface, and we'll see you next time.
Knob.